to start. Yo, what the fuck is up, man? I got my brother Enlightened Son with me, man. What the fuck going on, bro? How you doing?
Hi! Hey, everybody! Hi!
Hey,
Remember me? No, let me quit.
Hey, look, hold on, I'm finna tag you in this because you know what I'm saying. My shit don't get to jumping like that.
Tag my page.
I'm finna tag you right now, man. My shit don't get to jumping like that instantly. You know what I'm saying? But we finna have a little discussion about this TikTok shit or whatever, man. I did go ahead and tag you and shit, but we finna have a discussion about this TikTok shit. I seen you going off on the people. But before we do that, what the fuck you got going on, man? Let the people know who you is, because regardless of our opinions on shit that we see that's going on in the world, nigga, you got a lot going on, and you got a lot of helpful shit that's going on with the people. So anytime I get on camera with you, I need motherfuckers to know really what you got going on and you know what you're trying to do.
Y'all know me, Enlightened Son, Enlightened TV. Stay tuned. You know, I done did the Ask the Pastor tour. I'm doing Heal the World tour. You know, your master herbalist. You know, soon to be your master herbalist practitioner. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Eat your fruits.
What the fuck you done for black people?
Huh?
What the fuck you done for black people? You love black people so much. What the fuck you done for them? And I'm just fucking with you, bro. That's how they come at us.
Hey, you know, I'm putting these jars together. I'm trying to get us to eat according to our biological makeup. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. Everybody's DNA is different. But there's certain codes and patterns that has always remained the same. You know what I'm saying? Everything is numbers, for real. So, you know, just trying to get people to eat healthier. You know what I'm saying? It's not even
a whole different vibration.
Yeah, so we can clean. You know, we can clean up. We don't have to depend on the pharmaceuticals. You know, because every pharmaceutical drug that's been created came from some type of plant. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you want to say. It was, you know, there's a plant that does the same thing as pharmaceutical does. You know, the pharmaceutical probably enhances the drug to make it work faster, or
whatever powder that they take after they take the plant and crush it down into crumbs and shit. They take some powder, whatever chemicals they put in that powder, they smash it all together and make it appeal. Huh?
Right? Yeah, because you know they start dealing with the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system. You know what I'm saying?
They know that this plant gonna fuck with this mind, and if we add this powder to it, it'll enhance whatever we trying to do to you.
Same thing, just like it release hormones. If we get in the mind, that's just like if you have a headache, they don't stop the headache. They just block the receptors of you feeling it. You know what I'm saying? They just block your nervous system from you feeling it. Not they healed the headache. Your veins are still constricted. The heart trying to beat crazy, kidneys trying to beat crazy, y'all beating crazy, trying to clean up. You know what I'm saying? It can't get rid of the waste properly. But you know, we can go on and on about the body.
Yeah, we can go on about it. No, for real, man, we can, man. How they doing this? But I'm glad that we talking about that, because that do kind of go with today's subject that we was talking about. Now we here because you have stated that people on TikTok, you know, crying and shit. What the fuck they crying for? What's your opinion on this TikTok matter, man? I was watching your live, but I just want you to give it to me, you know, and the people that watching myself, my little two viewers.
Well, on the TikTok side, this is what I'm noticing. I noticed the top thing I noticed was how to control the masses and the addiction of TikTok. I don't think people realize that it's really a science that's done, or a study that's been done behind this. Somebody didn't just create this app to make it blow up to where they could pay you from it. It's a science behind it. It was a well thought out app. and where the money is being, generated from is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people, shouldn't make money off of TikTok, or uh people have become very creative and be able to express their ideas and their thoughts, and through TikTok. But also, as soon as they took it away, the first thing they did was what everybody does. They stopped thinking for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. It's like, once, if TikTok stopped right now, like, oh, I can't get these recipes, I can't get this. Like, what happened to you just thinking for yourself? You know what I'm saying? What happened to you being the creator?
No, that makes a lot of sense. As far as like when you think about it, it was people who woke up daily, and only went to TikTok just to see people dance or hear people gossip, or
Right.
it was a lot of that. But see, my problem is that there is a lot of, okay. So look at it like this: you in Akron, I'm in Arizona, right?
Mhm.
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. So if I'm selling herbs and you selling herbs, we both selling. Let's just say we both selling herb juice. Or what did you call it? What did you call it?
What,
Herb juice,
master
right?
herbalist?
Herbal. No, I'm talking about the juices that you sell. What do you call them?
I, I don't know what you want to call it.
The
Call it
juices
get,
that the jars,
call
the
it
jars.
God's goodness.
This thing. All right, look.
I'm serious though. It is. But
So look. You in Akron. I'm in Arizona, and we both selling herb juice. If we on Facebook, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or Google, and we type in herb juices, 9 times out of 10, because the people that owns those corporations is good with, the people that owns those companies is good with the other corporations. When we
mm-hmm.
type it in, you're going to see the major corporations,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if you go on TikTok, a person that's in Akron, when they type in herb juice, it's going to give you a radius, right? So it's going to give you a radius from your city of people around you all the way to the people outside of you, right? So therefore, if I'm looking for herb juice and I'm in Arizona, and the person looking for herb juice in Arizona, they might come across your shit before they come across mine, and we both in Arizona if you going from YouTube, Google, or Facebook. But
Mm-hmm.
if we on TikTok and I type in herb juice, it's gonna bring me everybody that's around Phoenix or everybody that's around me in Akron first, and then give me everybody outside. So when I'm scrolling, I'm not gonna see a person that got 15,000 views. I'm gonna see a person that got 30, 40 because they're the closest to me. Then I'm gonna get further out into the 15, 20, 30, 300,000 views of people who selling shit. It's not like automatic. That's why they started putting ads in there. I don't know, but you said you wasn't on it, but they started putting ads in there because of that. So my point that I'm making is, it's not that, because I didn't make $1 off of TikTok. I didn't make not $1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did learn a lot. I'm one of the people who learned, but I was already on the road to learning before I, what I'm saying, kind of came across TikTok anyways. I was one of the people who didn't even want to download the shit. But the effect of this, to me, not only the 7 million people who had businesses thriving on TikTok. So where it was like, nigga, what, nobody have never seen them. The people who would have bought the herb juice from you would have only bought it from you because you was outside, word of mouth. You, like, how would you have gotten your shit down to Atlanta without driving down there in networking, or driving to Arizona without networking on people?
You know what? You know what's so funny? And that's the thing, though. See, this is what I'm about to. Now that you said that, I'm gonna show you exactly because I've never been on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a page. I think I got a page on it, but I really don't scroll and all that. I don't do lives or make shows on TikTok or none of that. And it's because of what you just said. Just like, how do you get your word out? You know what I'm saying? This is just like I said, when you got to plant the smallest seed. Okay. So planting the smallest seed, I have done nothing but been in my city on a rampage. Basically, I ain't left outside the city. I ain't really reaching outside of the city. I know homies in my own city that's in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I just mailed some herbs down
Shout
there.
out to the homie Danny.
It's people that think about this. You saying that TikTok has people um that are in a more worldwide spectrum. I agree. but it's also people that is just same on the book. Just because I was living in Cali, but I was still watching Akron news. See what I'm saying? More of my friends were still in Akron, so I would be keeping up, more with Akron than I could in Cali because I don't know nobody in Cali. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
people
I'm
in
feeling that. I'm
Atlanta.
feeling that right now. I understand
Yeah,
that
like
completely.
just like that's what I'm saying. Like you live in Arizona, and not saying that you don't know nobody in Arizona, but you don't have as nearly as many friends in Arizona than you did in the city. You see what I'm saying? So it's that's just like people tell me, when they see me come on my spiritual path, and then all of a sudden I jumped out and I was going to the church and all that, and people was like, well, and I would comment on somebody's post, they would say, well, I've been on my spiritual journey. So it's people that have been in Akron that have been on their spiritual path that have been eating healthier longer than me, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So they're here. You know what I'm saying? It's just about if you chose to be on that frequency. If you chose to be on that, it's going the law of attraction. If you wanted to eat healthier, somehow, some way, it's gonna pop up in your algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pop up like that. So, you know what I'm saying? TikTok was a thing. I'm not disputing business owners, but you know what I'm saying? There's another way to advertise. There's still another way to market. TikTok helped, yes, but this is what it calls making you have to think outside of the box now. Now, cut TikTok off. Now what? Now what you about to think of? What's a new way you can create?
So you making total sense. Like I 100% agree with you, but it's like for me, I like to look at it from others' perspectives, right? So it's like I get being in another state, already being connected to a certain city that you're from, and then living in another state and still being connected to that city by social media with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the fuck you was already following them on before you left or when you found them out when you was in Cali, however. But there's certain people out here that really, really like put they all into a business, right? And they shit did not fucking move. It didn't move. And then somebody came in that bitch and was like, bro, I got this from Boomers. And next thing you know, nigga, I'm up. Now my shit pushing. My point that I'm trying to make is the next person that's trying to come up, you're right. I hope those business owners actually learn to get out to network, diversify your funds. And another comment he put and not. So he meant to put not in front of depend, but diversify your funds and not depend on one lane instead. I totally get that because you don't depend on the one lane. But I'm telling you, these business owners that was out here networking, had the business, had the restaurant, got the grants, putting all the money into their marketing, putting all the money into their branding, was not getting seen because motherfuckers was walking right past them. But one fucking video, one 30-second video, my nigga, changed people's lives. You go on YouTube and you type in herbal juices. I'm gonna find a nigga who got 3 million views, the most followed, and I ain't gonna never even be able to have a conversation with this man if I go through YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
Not really, because when people who really like when they network for real, they're not just streaming on one platform. There's no way. That's just like Yaki Awaken. He's not going to stream on just one platform because of the status that he has or that he holds right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That's what I'm saying. You
About
can't just
Yaki, the one
stream
who's
on
the herbalist dude who preached the H3, the alkaline
H3OC.
water.
Yeah. He great dude. He's a
But
biochemist. You know
he on TikTok though. I mean, he on TikTok and a lot of listen. That's how I found him. Like I didn't when I was watching
but
RZA.
look how many other he's just not on TikTok.
He's not just not on. That's what I'm saying, though. He's not just not on there, but as long as he's been out enlightening, I never knew nothing about him. As many enlightened people that I follow, and as many people that I watch, from RZA to motherfucking 19 Keys to motherfucking Bobby Hammond to all these people, bro. Everybody that I follow, I never came across him until I was scrolling TikTok, searching them other people I just named, and then he popped up. And then all of a sudden, I became a follower of him off of TikTok. And yeah, I follow him on other social platforms, but those other social platforms that I found them other people on did not bring him to my attention, bro.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that because I didn't find him on TikTok. I found him on the book.
See what I'm
And it
saying?
reels. You know
And
what
I've
I'm
been on the
saying?
book for 10 years, nigga, and ain't found it.
And that's what I'm saying. He's been as long as, let me see. When I last checked, I'm gonna say about 13, 14 years, because he had to go to school for his biochemist. He went to herbalist school and all that. So I'm gonna say about 13, 14 years, he been, doing all this. He has his own farm, blah, blah, blah. So, and like I said, he said he didn't even, you watch his videos, he said he didn't start out streaming he didn't blow up like that. He started out making videos every day, for whatever, how many ever times he did it on any platform. And this was before TikTok. See what I'm saying? This is also about consistency. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. They have brought everything from TikTok. Have you read the terms and conditions of TikTok?
Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit. I seen Joe Rogan on that too,
See, that's
and
what I'm saying.
I watched a lot of clips about every. But this is the thing, bro. All of them do it. This is the point that I'm trying to make. All right,
I agree.
This is the point I'm trying to make. All right, this is not about us losing TikTok. This is not about us not being able to get on the app and everybody crying because they're not making money. This is the real thing. You talk about terms and agreements with TikTok. They said the same exact shit as the terms and agreements with Facebook and Instagram. The only problem is it boils down to control. This is not about an app that we can't lose. It boils all the way down to these motherfuckers got us in a chokehold, bro. We are thriving and being able to connect in one little area because y'all can control it because it's controlled by another country. And all of a sudden, my bad, Chris, I still got this up, but all of a sudden you want to change the rules because people doing shit are coming up. You don't see motherfuckers showing how motherfuckers make McDonald's chicken nuggets. Now, true indeed, we not supposed to be eating it, but I'm using that as a point. You don't see motherfuckers and this is how we really get the burgers made. This is how we really clean the stove. You don't see that shit on YouTube and Facebook, bro. You don't see the truths about shit that people was giving, and especially when motherfuckers get mad. You hear me? When motherfuckers get mad, if I get mad at a job, nigga, you know what? Fuck them. Let me tell you their secrets. You don't see that shit on YouTube because they can check your shit down. TikTok wasn't doing that.
And this is what I'm saying. It was about information. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. This is the thing. Okay, just imagine. It could be the same way on Instagram. That's like Instagram is a way. Facebook is, to me, I don't see nothing but local. I barely see. You're not seeing every. Look at how it expands. Watch. We got Facebook in Akron. Most of the people that are on Facebook that are all friends are not too far out of Ohio of a radius. You know what I'm saying? Or circumference, whichever you want to use. You know what I'm saying? They're not too far up out of Ohio. Now, take a step up. What's the next step up? Instagram. We go to Instagram. Now you get on Instagram, you start dipping off a little more into the States. You know what I'm saying? You seeing people from Cali. You starting to see people from the East Coast and the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Now take another step. Where are we going to? TikTok. Now we watching what's going on in China, Australia. You see what I'm saying? Now we
What's
see
the problem with that? What's wrong with that?
And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. What I'm also saying is this: you're seeing different walks of life or paths of life from all different aspects. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing it all from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And it was created by somebody who knew exactly what they were doing. This is not a coincidence. They made TikTok and it just blew up. They made TikTok and had every intention of doing it because they did the research behind it, or else it wouldn't be such a big problem. And that's what I'm saying. It's deeper than just it being of a learning experience. It's also TikTok shows you things like the clean a stove. Bruh, my mama showed me that in the 80s.
Nah, see, that's where you're.
Hold on, wait. My mama showed me, you said to clean a stove. My mama showed me how to clean a stove in the 80s with one of these right here.
I said to clean a stove?
My mama showed me how to clean a stove. You said TikTok will show people like how to clean, like even with children, okay? That's just like this. A child could go right now. I could tell a child, go in here and clean the stove. I almost guarantee they didn't learn it from their mother. They probably learned it from TikTok. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? My mama taught me how to clean that stove with this right here, Jack. This all she had. I hope she had this. Let me say, I hope this was available. Tell me I'm wrong. My mama showed me how to clean a stove with this. Okay. This is what she showed me how to clean the stove with. I like I said, I hope she grabbed this was what she had. I hope she had this in her hand already, or it was real close, or else it could have been anything. You know what I'm saying? She might have ripped the door off the stove and hit me with it and had to turn around, put it back together and clean it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, it starts at home. So if your child can sit there and learn how to clean the stove, what else have they sat there and learned? Because you're not watching them 24/7.
So look, first off, your mama probably was teaching you how to clean the stove, like my mama was teaching me how to clean the stove, because most stoves didn't come self-cleaning, right? A lot of stoves nowadays come self-cleaning. You just push the button, that bitch really clean itself. And we really try and make them do it because we want them to know that if the lights go out, this is how you actually have to clean. We don't want you to be, stuck on technology.
Right. That's
and
what
only
that's a key factor that I'm about to, and I don't mean to cut you off because it's going I gotta
your thing,
cut
your
it
thing,
out.
talk.
Like, this is what I feel is going on. We're not teaching, people aren't learning survival. They're just learning how to survive. How can I say that? They're not I don't think they're learning how to survive. It's like they're living in survival. Like you was just saying, if the stuff, like, we didn't have self-cleaning stoves, so if the power went out, how would you do it? You don't know. So you're living in survival. You know what I'm saying? You don't know
You're
how
definitely
to
not
survive.
living natural.
You don't know how to survive.
You don't know
You're
how
just
to survive.
surviving. You know what I'm
If the
saying?
lights go, that's why I always tell people, if the lights go out, what you gonna do? Like, for real.
Man,
Like,
I'm on. Let the lights go out right now. Everything gonna be good around me.
that's what I
trying to tell
say.
you
Like,
right now.
a lot of people can't say that, right? Because it's like, nigga, what are you gonna do? Nigga, they don't think past, nigga, I can go to Walmart and get a cow, but they don't even realize that they watched how a cow was made, they wouldn't even probably eat the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
You gotta understand.
But see, that's what also blows me about TikTok, discernment. So we got 7 million people, okay? 7 million people. So that means one day somebody jumped on TikTok and started saying, hey, this is how this is made, or whatever. One person seen, that's just like saying if one person said it's not true. But if multiple people are saying it, it has to have some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? It has to have some truth to it. Same thing with the Bible. I'm not saying it's not a lie. It has a lot of truth to it. A lot. When you look at it from a different perspective, though, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at it with discernment. You got to know what's the truth and what's the lie.
So look. As far as a motherfucker, as far as us learning how to do things just in case the lights go out is one thing, right? But when we look at this TikTok stuff, and just like this man just said right here, shout out Charles Neal in the comments. Our education system is built on being workers, not thinkers. And we all know that, right? We know you go to school for 8 hours, you go to work for 8 hours, you stand in line. It's either prison or work is what school is compared to, right? And so and also, I think, what was his name? I can't remember. Mr. Charles, if you're still in the comments, I can't remember who it was, but he pretty much made the educational system for people. He said it, like,
J.D. Rockefeller,
right? He said it, like, and so
I want a nation of workers and not thinkers.
So when you look at it and you look at an overall aspect and you find out your social security card mean that you really bound to America. When you find out your birth certificate makes you really bound to America. When you find out that you move out of America and you try and sign up for citizenship in a whole nother country, you still have to pay taxes to America. You really find out that, nigga, when you find these things out, right? And then you start looking at China and you're like, okay, they do got a lot of rules, nigga, twerking and all this other shit. But a lot of us over here be like, bro, why are we seeing this twerking? Why are we seeing this? We might like the Chinese algorithms, right? And then you look at how they educational system is set up. You look at how they work is set up. And then you hear only from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram about third world countries. You would think that China don't do shit but beat the fuck out their citizens. You would think that motherfucking Africa, everybody over there, yeah. If you only go off of these people, or if you don't follow, what I'm trying to tell you is that these algorithms, like y'all said, you have to go out and you have to search yourself. But there are different type of learners, and we learned that in school, right? 3 different learners, right? What is it? Visual, audio and kinetic or whatever the fuck, something like that. Mm-hmm. So we know that people learn differently. And a lot of people, when they don't know that they really stuck, they don't know that they're not free. They think that they can get on these sites, or they think that they can go outside and say whatever they want because they don't know. And it's certain people that has to teach them. TikTok got to these people, bro. I'm telling you, TikTok got to these people, made people wake up, had people depressed all over social media because they like, damn, I didn't know. I've been living like this for my whole life. Like, bro, and you start to see the control of the country, bro. Thank you. You start to see the control of the country, bro. It's like,
what's on that plate, man?
Some bacon, eggs.
Come on, man. God dang, man. Why
potatoes,
y'all
I know, bro.
Why would y'all try to eat bacon and beef in front of me? Y'all just
disrespectful. It's turkey.
Y'all disrespectful.
Turkey though, fuck the turkey.
No, I'm just saying. I love my people. I don't care. Just as long as you detox, bro. Just detox.
No, for real, I do need to. But I'm just saying though, bro. Like it's like we have to really understand that there are a lot of sheep, bro, and I get a lot of people ain't gonna make it. But at the same time, it's like we have to do our job as far as, at least like you said in the beginning, planting the seed. And I think a lot more seeds got planted with TikTok than they did with Facebook, Instagram. And then look at this real quick. Look at what Mark Zuckerberg is doing. Look at what he's doing. All of a sudden, TikTok about to get pushed out. This dude on Facebook and Instagram, which, you know, them 3 letters is the FBI. You know what I'm saying? So they got all our information anyways, while they talking about selling shit. But you got Facebook and Instagram. Soon as TikTok get taken off the market, you talking about people can cuss again, or we finna lighten up on our rules, or Trump about to get in office, so now you finna lighten back, nigga. Like, bro, it's right there in our faces, bro. Like, come on, you
thinking that you free.
It's not even the fact that you're thinking that you're free. It's understanding that we fucked everywhere.
Yeah, I mean.
And wherever you go, and that's the point I'm making. You think about the 19 when I made my post earlier, the 1985 Philadelphia bombing, bro. It's like anything we try and do, you can sit here and make you a motherfucking Black Wall Street and acting right now, nigga. You still gonna have to make sure that the cameras is on you if they do something, because they'll blow your shit up. And but we know that to be a fact.
And guess what? This is why this is where spirituality comes in so hard, bro. This is why I scream this. I know you. I scream it all the time. Like, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's another side to this. And the other side, that when people learn that other side, that's what it means to have no fear, bro. Because you're not worried about it, because you know it's another side for you. And energy carries on. It never dies. It just keeps going. And it's about the energy you present. So when you know that and you start standing for something, see, that's what I'm saying. Like when I first, going back to the first being the pastor of how I did it, it wasn't for me to walk in the church on Easter and do that to say that to the pastor. But one thing that I know is, how many people do you think had enough courage to do that? See what I'm saying?
A lot. But think of what happened to them.
Hold on. But wait a minute. Listen, now there you go. Even if it was a lot, and the people that did, if something did happen to them, they already knew the energy that would carry on, just like Elijah Muhammad, just like Dr. See what I'm saying? I'm just mentioning names.
I'm about to say. Okay.
I ain't getting off into what they believe or what they stood for or whatever. But when you think about it, even back in ancient times, that's just like you find a mummy, bruh. If you found a mummy, they knew something, bruh. They knew. When you just sit and think about it on the front, now why would they try to wrap this body up and preserve it? Nigga, they was on to something. They knew something. So, you know, it's about energy. It's about how you gonna bring it. And it was to show no fear. When you don't have that fear, that's what allows you to expand. You can't without, that's just like in life, trying something new. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with TikTok. Fear. It was just, instead of you, what could be good? Now, what's going on behind the scenes at the Trump administration then?
Okay, listen. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you. Look. Fuck that. Listen, I get it. The Trump and all this shit and all in the fear of the government. When I say control, you got to understand this, bro. We wouldn't hear about a lot of the people like old dude getting hung in North Carolina, or hanging himself in North Carolina. We wouldn't have heard about that shit. They would have put that shit under the news. It's people that will really come out and be like, bro, look at how they doing this.
Yeah.
On TikTok. They will take that shit down. They won't even put you in the algorithm if you're trying to put shit like that up on Facebook and YouTube. If I go right now and start showing the motherfucker getting their ass beat by the police on Facebook, nigga, I'm going to get 3 fucking views. Unless I'm somebody known. Or I got to get this shit out.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just about getting it out to... First, you need to get it out to your peers, bro. The ones that are right here. What I'm saying, even if we had even with all the shootings or the bombings that go on a broader scale, you know what I'm saying? It still had to get out to them little bit of people first to spread it. You know what I'm saying? The web. So the thing is, you still have to use discernment, regardless of the fact. They could tell you that this man, that's just like you. I've been seeing in my algorithm, just like the California fires. I've seen a video, which it would seem crazy, where a girl was outside and it was just sunny. The Hollywood sign wasn't on fire. None of that. Then you get the next video and it show you everything under fire. Now, who is seeing what? See, there goes the oneness again. See what I'm saying? I get to thinking on a spiritual level, bro. It's 2 different worlds going on out here. That's just like they keep showing these pictures of America, and they show the West Coast in red on fire, then they show the East Coast in blue that's freezing. Now, where else have you seen that? I think you've seen that on Mortal Kombat. If you pay attention, long time ago, they told this long time ago, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion was red, Sub-Zero was blue, and they were on each side of the... See what I'm saying? Never mind. I mean, this is how deep we go.
This game ring a bell to you?
It's a mental game. This is, man. Not everybody's surprised. You see what I'm saying?
This name
they took it away for 12 hours. And guess what? This wasn't people not paying attention to. They did that. That's like the trial run. That's just like a test run. It's the same thing like they said, we're going to set off this tone and everybody's phone going to go off. If you don't, you can't stop it. Your TV going to go off. Your phone going to go off at the same
Y2K?
time. Huh?
You're talking about Y2K?
Yeah, when they was talking about, they just did a test about it a little bit
ago.
with
the alarms going off and shit?
With your phone going off. And with your TV
even if you try and turn off your phone and showing
you can't, ain't nothing's gonna go off. Why? Because that shows control.
Listen. You can listen. I'm saying, do this name ring a bell to you? You don't see it on the comments? Oh, it's Robert Brooks. Do you see that name and say Robert Brooks? Does that name ring a bell to you?
I mean, yes and no.
Okay, well, let me try and enlighten you a little bit. Robert Brooks is the dude who was in jail and they took him to the hospital and then they beat him while he was in the hospital to death. 13 police officers watched. 13 police officers and a nurse, they all was there, and all the police officers, I think they were sent home on paid leave, administrative leave. I haven't really went too far into it, but I know that this just happened probably within the last 3 months, or we just found out about it. It just got made big. But the point that I'm making is TikTok allows us to find out shit about this because that's not going to be something that they throw up on the news unless it benefits them. Mm-hmm. You don't find out about little shit like that happening to us. Like when that Alabama broad shit was happening, and still to this day, a lot of people don't broadcast this. When that Alabama broad shit was happening, and we was all walking around here making the memes with the chairs and shit and doing all that, bro, them prison guards was in there beating the fuck out them niggas, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You just clearly said that one thing we were seeing one thing while a whole other thing was going on behind the scenes. So that means
But you don't find that shit out.
Oh, wait, hold on. Now watch this. Now get on a bigger scale with me then. Jump on a bigger scale. You just said that This will have you'll see it on TikTok, but you won't see it on the news. Now, think about this. If they stop in TikTok, what's going on behind the scenes?
I'm finna tell you, but we gonna get there.
Something going on. What is it? Because
Sure.
you ain't
Okay.
just ban TikTok with all that. Come on, man. Information that you know can help somebody.
All right, this was going on. This was going on. First off, it's a lot of lies and it's a lot of truths being told on TikTok with these videos. It's a lot like for instance, the homie Billy Carson, he got caught up on some shit. But I can't fault Billy Carson because
That he didn't tell
regardless
the
of,
truth.
huh?
He
He
didn't
told the
tell the
truth.
truth.
Right. You see what I'm saying? It's like this is the problem. Like it's like what motherfuckers don't seem to understand. It's like I might not want to listen to, I might not tell a motherfucker to go follow Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne is just a person to be like, and that's what you should grow up to be like. But Lil Wayne might have said something so fire in the verse that made me think forward. Like he said something like the only time I will depend is when I'm 70 years old. That's when I can't hold my shit within, so I shit on myself because I'm so sick and tired of shitting on everybody else. Like you know, thoughts. You may be on something that I'm not on, but you may have something going on that can help me in my path, though. You see what I'm saying? And so when you sit here and you think about what's going on and what's happening, the reason is being is because when you look on there was a lot of truth on there that was fucking up with the government and people was coming and starting to wake up. Learning how to put their taxes down for real. Learning how to go and ask for this off of this number. Learning how to use this number off of TikTok, right? But the real shit that's going on is that we learning too much. And like dude said in the comments, we was built to work, not learn. So we learning too much.
No, we was built to think.
No, we was not no, excuse me. The education system. I apologize. That as
Yeah,
naturally, we was built to
education
think.
system is designed to make you as a
Correct. So
this
when
is what they
you said
call
why are they taking it away? It got to be a reason. This is the reason because we're learning. That's the reason.
Right. I agree. I'm not saying this. I'm now remember, also still think the micro is the macro. If it's somebody doing it on the macro, it's somebody doing it on the micro. Okay? That's just like if it's somebody doing it on the macro, it's somebody doing it on the micro. That's just like Young Pharaoh. Okay? Young Pharaoh was doing it on a macro scale. It's different. I'm not saying even he was nationwide, but he had a good platform. But then that's just like somebody has to do it on the macro. That's like talking about how I talk about herbs and healing and all this other stuff. I'm not on a macro scale at all. I'm on the micro. You see what I'm saying? This is the body. I think y'all talking about the bodies in Mississippi that was found behind the prison. I think it was a prison. Was that in the prison where they said there was a whole bunch of bodies that was buried behind the prison and they didn't even notify the people? But that's what I'm saying, bro. If you seen it happening on a macro scale, it's happening on the micro scale. If you saw it on TikTok, somebody that's juicing, it's people in the city right now that's juicing, and they know them. See what I'm saying? So it's not just about you learning from TikTok, because I know it's people in the city right now that's doing the same things that are being seen on TikTok. They doing it on the same thing. It's just in a smaller city. It's a person on right now that's built. I know a dude he'll do your bathroom right now. Cold-blooded. He cold-blooded with it. See what I'm saying? You see that on TikTok? I don't see him. I don't even know if he got a TikTok, but we know he in the city on cold-blooded with it. See, on a micro scale.
This is what you got to understand, though, right? This is what I'm understanding, even on a micro scale, right? When you sometimes have to go venture out to figure out, right? Ain't that what most of everybody did?
Yes.
Because inside, everybody gonna be on the same shit. Nigga, I grew up with you. We used to do this in high school. We used to do this in kindergarten. Nigga, my grandma, we slept at the family. Remember, cousin? How you gonna do me like that, cousin? That's what we do, right? If we venture out, we soon realize, like, it's a lot of people that won't even leave their place of comfort because they don't know anything else. But if they leave, they'll realize,
They
like,
thrive.
hold on, I can do this. But they don't know that because they're not taught that. Right.
But you know what's so wait, no, you know what's so crazy? Actually, see, this is what I mean by how people learn. You just said how people learn. Actually, they are taught that because I can think of it. Now you got to think of it on a different frequency. That's just like watching a quarterback right now. Look at Baker Mayfield. For the Browns, problem. For the Browns, it was a problem. Blah, blah, blah. He was trash. He threw interceptions at the 10-yard line. He didn't got sacked for
My brother is breaking up. Sorry, y'all. But he might be back. So I'm gonna use this time. If he don't come back, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow my people, man. Then we'll just figure something out later. But make sure y'all follow my people, man. Check her out.
This commercial was brought to you by Podcast Lit. Are your edges and hair thinning out? Your roots not as strong as they should be? Then go ahead and order Nana Beats Comeback Hair Oil. I promise you won't be disappointed. And again, thank you for tuning in to Podcast Lit.
Yeah, my guy gone, man. But we were just having a conversation. We want to have it on screen, man. Thank you all for watching, man. Thank you for all being in the comments. Thank you all for your time, man. Yeah,